My name is Lauren Elizabeth. Okay.
From Monkey. Let's go.
Okay. Hi, my name is Lauren Elizabeth, and this is my channel. This is my first video, as you can tell. This is the intro. This video has taken me so many tries to make because the point that I want this YouTube channel to be for is to be authentic and to be myself. And every recording, I kept looking back and I'm like, that's not me. That's so fake. Like, hi, welcome to my channel. That's not me. I am very straightforward. I'm not the most graceful person by nature. I'm a very bold through life kind of person. And I just kept trying to make my videos so aesthetic and cute, and I'm like, maybe it's not about making everything so pretty, because reality isn't really that pretty. Our authentic selves really are pretty flawed and have a lot of defects that we might call ugly. I don't know, but mountains have lots of dips and defects, and we call those beautiful. And places where rivers are broken and drop off, and we call those waterfalls. So is it really about being pretty, Is it about making everything look perfect, So anyway, I was like, I want my channel to reflect my true purpose and what I want, and I didn't feel that I was conveying that in all of the recordings that I attempted. So I sat down, I reevaluated, and here we are. So this is my channel. This is a place for me to share a lot of my life experiences, share maybe things I'm passionate about, things that I care deeply about. But more than that, it's a space where, I think when you see one person being brave and being themselves, you're at a party and no one's dancing, but one person starts dancing, then one other person will join in, another person. It just takes that first person. And so that's kind of the intention here, is to be that first person to maybe see the things that we're all thinking, but no one wants to say, and try to say them in a very kind and compassionate way, to open a space for discourse and open a space for first to not feel so alone, because I think that's something I was learning today. I've really been trying to stay off of my phone and scrolling so much. So I downloaded this app. I'll put in the description what it's called, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But I just downloaded it today. But it's an app, and it's the purpose is to learn about different topics, instead of just scrolling on social media and then getting your mind in this place of just wanting and ingratitude and comparison, or just mindlessness. Instead of doing that, I wanted to, when I reach for my phone, I'm like, okay, I can't stop reaching for my phone, so instead I'm gonna replace it. When I reach for my phone, at least I'm gonna give myself something productive. So I downloaded this app, and it teaches you various topics in a few minutes, and it's just instead of scrolling, you just kind of scroll through that. So the topic I was talking about is something that I talk a lot about with my friends, because I was talking about how as a society we've changed so much. We've become so globalized. We're connected on a global level. I know what social issues are going on in countries that I, growing up, never really heard of, and then seeing firsthand. I mean, I remember when the war in Ukraine started, and seeing firsthand on TikTok, and how a war, and that was just so mind-blowing to me, that I'm like, wow, for the first time I was seeing these things through a point of view of the person there, not just a reporter. So we're so connected to people on the other side of the world, seeing their problems and their joys and their social issues. But our brains haven't really changed. Our brains are still designed to be connected kind of on a community level, in a village of people who you grow up with, who are probably possibly like even related to you, and in a community where everyone contributes to each other. Your enemies are my enemies, your friends are my friends, and obviously that's not the world anymore. But the point was that our brains are still adapted to that. Our brains really haven't evolved from that type of living. And so, what can we do to give ourselves that humanity? What can we do to give ourselves that piece of us that we need as humans, that our brains need, that our brains are designed for, which is community? And not just community, but an openness, an openness to be able to dialogue about things, an openness to be able to dispute without fighting. um, because we all disagree. It's actually kind of beautiful to disagree. It doesn't need to be a fight. It doesn't need to be, I'm right and you're completely wrong, and if you believe differently from me, you're an evil person. No, there are a lot of opinions in this world. There are a lot of opinions on politics, on health, on beauty, on uh, education, on everything. And it doesn't mean that there's one person that's completely right, there's one person that's completely wrong. Um, and in opening that side of ourselves, gifting ourselves that environment where we can be open, I think it helps us stay grounded in our humanity, and helps us actually embrace the differences that we have, and being able to see, okay, you think differently. Thank you, I appreciate that. It doesn't ruin my day. um, but yeah, so I guess that's the point of this intro, is to talk about what I want from this channel, what I want to give, what I would love for this to grow into. And that will change. There's the beauty of growth also, is that this channel, may start as one dream, one idea, and may evolve, may grow, may go different directions. Um, but it's for me to share. Again, like I said, I've lived through a lot, and I will be talking about that in different videos. But I I have a lot of life experience, that the strength to get me through those things was, this is going to help someone someday. um and yeah, I guess this is kind of the platform where I want to share those things. This is the platform where I want uh to to make sure that my lived experiences, not just were not in vain, but can maybe prevent someone else from suffering through the same experiences. Because the things I've lived in life, I don't think they're punishments, I don't think they're horrible things, they're life lessons. But there are a lot of life lessons that I maybe had to learn the hard way, because I didn't have the guidance, I didn't have good advice, I didn't have people around me that truly loved me, and could tell me, like, hey, you need to step away from that person, or hey, I don't think this is a good idea, or whatever. But I would love to hopefully prevent one person from suffering through a life experience. If you're going through a similar life lesson that I've been through, instead of having to struggle through it, maybe you can face it a little bit more head on, because you know that you're not alone, and you know that other people have been through similar situations, and there's a way out. Everything always gets better. But yeah, so that's the point of my channel. And I would love to hear from you guys if you have any ideas, suggestions, things I can talk about. I would love to share. But yeah, I will hopefully be uploading like once a week. And I would love to upload. I also love to write music. I love to dance. I love to cook. I do a little bit of makeup. So I love to also, touch on those things and upload videos on those things and the things I'm passionate about. But I would love for you to join me in this journey. So thank you, and welcome to my channel again. I'm Lauren Elizabeth.